What is up, guys? My name is Mike. Welcome back to the channel. I want to apologize if there's any background noise going on right now. It is friggin' hot as hell today, and I have some fans going, so bear with me with that. We're gonna jump right into this. So this is probably the most excited I am for an unbox, only because this is a guitar that I've already owned, kind of. We'll get into all that once I unbox it. Here it is. Lots of bubble wrap, which is good. So there's two things for this guitar that I'm hoping are going to be the same as the original that I had, and one of them is already true, which is the weight. You guys get to see it first. There it is. This is like being reunited with a long-lost friend. This is a Jim Root Telecaster, but it is the Squier version, as you can see. The two things I was hoping for this guitar was the weight, which it has. It's a solid piece of mahogany, and the neck thickness. I don't remember if the neck was this size or not. Honestly, it's been a while since I held it. I remember it having a thicker neck. It definitely feels the same as the original that I had, the Fender version. I'm gonna give a little backstory on this real quick. I go through guitars a lot, and that is an understatement. I've gone through so many guitars since I've started this channel. The one guitar that I kept coming back to that I missed was the Jim Root. I was gonna get the Fender version of these guitars. They definitely went up in price since I last looked for one. I've been doing research on how the Squier compares to the Fender, and the biggest things they said the difference is the hardware, the locking tuners, the fretboard wood, and the pickups. I found this on Reverb. I just happened to be checking it for that day, probably about the third time that day, and this was listed 7 minutes prior to when I looked online for $300 and $100 shipping. So for 400 bucks with a set of EMGs that it had been upgraded to, and the bridge EMG has a coil split on this as well. Jumped on it, grabbed it right away. I can get the Musically locking tuners for 30 bucks on Amazon that fit the Fenders perfectly, and this is basically up to par to the Fender version. The fretboard, I believe, is rosewood. Some of the later models are Indian Laurel. It still has the maple neck. It still has the one-piece mahogany body, which is heavy and awesome. I wanted that. Black hardware, three-way selector, a single volume knob, and yeah, this thing is ready to rip. I was able to grab this guitar for a friggin' steal, and I am super stoked on it and could not be happier. I'm gonna get it set up. I'm gonna tune it, see how it sounds. All right, so let's give this thing a proper sound test real quick. So this guitar is freaking awesome. It sounds amazing with the EMGs in here. It plays just like the Fender root does. I'm definitely gonna throw some locking tuners on here. Other than that, this thing is basically exactly like the Fender version, minus the fretboard, which you really can't tell a difference. I 100% am stoked on this. I say that if you guys are able to find one of the Squier versions for an affordable price, pull the trigger. It's a great modding platform. You can basically put any pickups in this. If this didn't come already with the EMGs, I was actually gonna throw a set of Fishman Fluence pickups in this. Squier did an amazing job on this, putting out an affordable version of the Fender. That's gonna wrap it up for this video, guys. Thanks for checking it out. Super stoked on the new guitar. This is gonna be staying with me. Make sure to hit that like button, drop a comment what you think of the Squier version of this, if you have one. If you guys have tried the Fender and the Squier, and what you think of them both. If you think the Squier version can hold its own to the Fender, personally, I think it can. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.